So this is going to be my roof, and it's looking pretty good, except that it's a square, and I've realized that squares are my enemy and triangles are my best friends. So I'm going to add some triangles to it because otherwise it does this, which isn't good. So I think I'm just going to put a piece of wire going from here to there, and then maybe another piece of wire going from there to there, and that will just make it structurally sound. So I've just roughly wired the whole thing together, and I'm really scared that when I twist it, it's going to break everything because it's all quite fragile. But I think I have to try. I really should have researched this before I started just trying it, but now I'm going to try twisting like this. That's pretty good, I think. Look at this. Even if I wanted to, I can't twist this anymore. So sturdy. The power of triangles is unmatched. I've made half of the roof, so I'm just gonna go and make the other half now. Hopefully this time I'll make it better, because I think I've learnt my lesson. I didn't do this in the last one, but I think I'm going to drill through little holes for the wire to go through, and I think that's going to keep it sturdier. Spring is definitely here and it's so hot already, so I think I'm going to jump in for a swim. That's the good thing about working here, is that I'm close to the lake at all times, so whenever I get hot and overwhelmed and it all feels like too much and I don't know what to do next, then I can jump in the water and feel so refreshed and start all over again. So now I'm just going to carve into this so that it'll sit really nicely into this, hopefully. I'm scared I measured them a little wrong, but we'll see. The next step before I put on the roof is getting all of these and neatening them up, all of the pins that are in there. I was kind of leaving them for now just in case I wanted to like change them, but I'm taking them out. Alright, this is it. This is the moment. I'm going to tie on the roof with tie wire and I'm going to see if it works. I'm scared. I can take it out if it doesn't work, but it might work. I won't do the middle one for now, I'll just do the two side ones. Now we check if it works. I'm scared. Oh, no way. That's perfect. Wow, I thought of this idea in a dream and it works. Oh, okay, now for the other side. So I started this job without a hole saw and it was so hard. I cried while doing it. It kept splitting and it was not fun. And now I've got a hole saw and honestly my life has changed. So it's all gonna be easy from now on. I am hole saw's #1 supporter. I still use my knife, but just for the small parts, just for like carving it out and making sure it's the right shape. So 2 weeks ago when I started soaking this bamboo, I kind of stuffed it up and I didn't seal the pipe properly, so the whole thing started leaking and it wasn't great, but I think that bamboo's okay, but if I'm gonna do that again, I need to redo it. So I'm gonna do that today so that I can soak more bamboo. It's too heavy. Oh my gosh, what if I take things out? Oh, I can take things out, that's smart. Oh, that's light this time. Okay. Oh. So this seems to have split, this pipe fitting, and I don't know why, because it's the only new thing that I bought for this whole build, and it's the one thing that's broken. So that's a life lesson, but I'm just going to put some of this sealant in there, and hopefully it's waterproof, so I hope that that will be able to stop the solution from coming out. So excitedly, I have sealed this pipe again. So it's actually working. So now it can hold all of the liquid and I can soak things in there. So I'm going to soak this thin bamboo, and that will be a way that I can keep it from leaking out like it was before, which was a real concern. I was pretty worried, but now it's going to work really well. So today me and a few friends are going to go harvest some bamboo from up in the valley. So that's fun. We've got this little crew together and it's very cute. It's very wholesome. We just all work together on harvesting or splitting or soaking bamboo. And once a week we come together and work on someone's project or go to someone's house and check out their bamboo projects. I think it's so funny that I live in a place where there's a community of young people that are really interested in bamboo and weird projects, and there's so many of us, so I love it so much. Today me, Taya and Lydia are going to harvest lots of this bamboo, and I'm excited because it's a good thickness of bamboo, one that I haven't really found before, so I think it's going to work well for the next part of the project. Most of it we're going to split, but I'm going to keep a few pieces for maybe a ladder and keep them whole, and next week we'll split them at our next working bee.
Whoa, that would be cool. I'll cut it here and then... Might be my saw.
There's like a few that are just like slightly too short. Or you can put them diagonal in the base. Whip up a bamboo barn, that would be so
Crazy barn.
That'd be so crazy. Hey, this is a lot of bamboo. So I took it off the back of the truck and I was shocked, it was quite light. So that's really good because I've got my 350 kilo limit and it's definitely not over it if me and my friend could lift it off. But while it's in the ground, I think I'm just going to finish off some of the things that I've been meaning to do. So wire this all in a bit tighter and make sure that this is all wired down. Okay, so you've got to imagine this. This would be a ladder. There would be two of them and you'd be able to, you know, crawl on up, but I haven't made that yet. So you have to imagine it in your mind, but you would put it up like this. And then you've got a little triangle roof, and then ladder, 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 crawl into here. Ah! Oh no. Okay, that's not a good example, but you could do it like this. And then, see, I think my problem is I expected this to be taller, so I thought you'd be able to sit up in here, but I guess I didn't do the maths right, so you can't. But I still think it's okay. I think it's cozy. I'm like, in the daytime you could have it out if you wanted. I could make something that goes in between. But then you sleep like this. And it's cozy, and you'd have a mosquito net over the top, and then if it's raining, put a tarp over the top, and it's the perfect camper ever. So the other thing is that if you let it go out like that, oh my god, it broke. Oh my god. Okay, that's not good. I let it go too. You could have this as like some sort of canopy over this, so that you could like go into your kitchen or whatever, but the problem is this is too short, so I'd have to have it like kind of leaning up like that, so then if it was raining, the water would go into the truck, which is not what you want. But for just a shade canopy, that'd be pretty good, I think. So I do question if these bits of wire are actually doing anything, and they're kind of annoying me because they make it really like tight in there, like it's a bit too much of an enclosure. So I'm wondering if I can change them, and maybe I don't need the triangles because they're not doing much anyway, and just let it be a floppy square. If anyone has any solutions for this, please let me know. So I made these pointy bits, and they were supposed to fit, like they've got this curve on them, so they were supposed to fit into the piece on this side, but they just kind of don't because it's all a bit wonky because I didn't measure it that well. So I'm thinking, what if instead I have this little piece of bamboo that fits into the end of here, and I somehow attach it, and then instead that little piece of bamboo fits into a hole in the other piece of bamboo, and then it'll actually like stay sturdy. Like if some wind comes or if I accidentally knock it, it won't all fall down on me in the middle of the night. You know, the simple things. ladder out of this bamboo that I harvested the other day with the bamboo crew. So I need to soak it in solution so that it's usable. And I've still been using all of the same solution that I originally made, which is cool because you can just keep using it. And so I've just been soaking continuously for the past few weeks. And I'm going to continue it. So I'm going to poke holes through this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next week. But before you go, watch this. Look at that! And now it's sturdy. That's not going anywhere. And it's easier to crawl up into, especially if I've got a ladder. So I think it's perfect.